First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It was really nice to meet you all. My name is Kimmy. I'm originally from Las Vegas, but now I currently reside in Seattle. So for me, growing up, Chinatown has always been my favorite place, and I would go every weekend with my family to get dim sum and really sit around the table and listen to stories, which is why in 2019, I decided to go to the University of Washington to study journalism, and I've had a lot of opportunities to really go out in the community and really just tell about local stories. And I'm currently now continuing that storytelling session, and I'm studying digital media, still at the University of Washington. And I hope to really bring stories to life because I believe that stories create change. And in the meantime, I'm also working at Deloitte, an accounting firm, working in office operations. And outside of work and academics, I really love to just go and explore different food places and just film daily vlogs in my life. Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Yeah, so my Love is a Cure video is really focused on community well-being and really focusing on caring for our elders. And one way that I did in my Love is a Cure video is about writing letters, because writing has always been my creative outlet, and I think that letters really speaks to people. It really has that meaning and a lot of words. And as a digital media student, I really enjoy telling stories and coming to life, which also relates to my social platform titled Food Tales. And the reason why I chose food is because I think that everyone can relate to food. Everyone has their own food and family story. And with my platform, I really hope to create a website called Food Tales where it really records seniors' favorite food, and there's always a story behind it. So I wanted to put that on a website and have everyone to just watch it and just have a website where you're able to just relive it and re-click it, learn about each other's cultures and everything. Yes, that's a great question. One thing I would really love to pass down is really the importance of filial piety. Because in my culture, it's really important to really have that family togetherness, and I really enjoy those family celebrations. So, you know, during Chinatown, there's a lot of Chinatown events. There's a lot of events where you get gathered together as a community, and that's one thing that I really am proud about my culture, really having that pride and culture for having those celebrations, and I really hope to pass that down to my children. So if I do have children, I really hope to have meals together, have conversations together, and overall just connect with one another. Yes. So for me, I think that a title is just like a platform stepping stone, but I really think that in order to have change, it's really about working with those in the local community. And I think that working with those in the nonprofit organizations is really important. For me as a digital media student, I currently have a lot of connections with those working at the Wing Li Museum, where they talk about Bruce Lee and a lot of Chinese cultural things. And I think that really important thing for me, if I were to have the honor to have this title, is really going out, talking to our local representatives and seeing what the people want. Because I think ultimately the events are for the people, and that's the most important thing, community well-being. Yes, I'm an absolute foodie. I love to explore all different restaurants, but if I had to choose one, definitely hot pot, because I think hot pot is really warming. I could eat it in winter, I could eat it in the summer, and it's a dish where you're really sharing with the people around you, right? So you have different broths, different ingredients, and I think that everyone can have a taste of different ingredients. And I really enjoy the wholesome conversations. For my family, we always enjoy eating it and just having that whole conversations and talking to one another. So I really enjoy both the food and the company. Yes, so I think that there are many topics out there that are really important. But for me, I think the first one that I really want to focus on is really the topic of homelessness. Because personally living in Seattle, wherever I go, I do see homeless people. And yes, it's a really big national topic, but one thing that I want to do is I have been actually volunteering at a local nonprofit, really focusing on the family store and telling the stories of the families. So during my time in my undergrad, I've had the opportunity to really talk to our families and make like a video for the nonprofit organization. So that's one thing I want to start with. But ultimately, I want to dive into other topics such as like mental health or even with like mass shooting and violence. So there's a lot of topics, but I want to focus more on homelessness first. Yes, I think that there are both pros and cons to social media. But for my generation, I think it's really a positive thing because our generation is really creative. With AI and all these creative platforms now, we're able to create and really tell these stories that can speak to multicultural audiences, which is what I really hope to do. And I think that, yes, there are some negatives to social media, but as my generation, we're able to bring the creativity and the positivity to everyone. So I would like everyone to kind of experiment with it and learn more about it. Yes. So one thing that I'm most proud of is in high school, I was part of this program called the Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps program, where it really taught me about naval knowledge and how to become a better citizen. And there are 3 core values that they really instilled in me, which were honor, courage, and commitment. And so there was a portion of my life where I considered attending the Naval Academy. And throughout that time, I really learned the importance of having teamwork and not letting my fear get to me. I think from that experience, that's where I take with me today, to not really let fear control my life, and that I have my life in my own hands, which is why I'm here today, trying to conquer my own, come out of my comfort zone, conquer my fears, and just live life being happy. And so that's one thing that I really am proud of, and I hope that other people will be able to find their own happiness as well. Noodle, I would love udon. Udon is a noodle that I really love. I love Japanese food, and I want to say thank you so much for having me here, and I look forward to talking to you at the judges' reception. Thank you so much.